It's 2016, my God, where did 2015 go? If you're joining us for the first time, by way of introductions, my name's Andrew Lewing, and thank you for joining us here at the Ray White Melbourne CBD Market Wrap in the first edition in 2016. And what a strong finish to the year. We have certainly been hearing some negative news in the media, but also some positive news as well. It's all confusing, but at the end of the day, a lot of the information is yesterday's news, and it's always more about what's looking ahead. And our purpose here, as always, is going forward this year, is to keep you very much informed about what's happening in the market here on the ground. It's going to be interesting to see what the Reserve Bank of Australia does in the start of February. We've certainly got no interest rate announcements in January, but as you know, towards the end of the year, the banks did raise their interest rates, and also following the US economy, quite often there might be certainly some movements this particular year which will have great effect in the real estate market. Certainly other factors considered. We've got a very late Chinese New Year this year on the 8th of February, and also an early Easter on the 28th of March. So if you're looking at selling, certainly that autumn market is a prime time, and if you'd like to discuss when's a good time to put your property on the market or buy something in the market, certainly come and have a talk to Vicky and I anytime. The other big things that have been looming in the Melbourne market and discussions, obviously the federal election that's going to be happening this year. That's always had a stalling effect in the real estate market to some degree, so it's going to be very interesting when they plan on doing that. We certainly have to work around that, but there's been some very positive news recently. I talked to the journalist in the Herald Sun paper, and they actually let me know that the Melbourne population actually grew by 143% in the last year. Now that's not surprising given the fact with all the new apartment dwellings, which is already creating some great accommodation for all tenants and owner-occupiers alike in the city area. Letting you know about what buyers are buying towards the end of the year in December. On the lower end of the market, there was a one-bedroom apartment that went for sale in 270 King Street in the city of Melbourne. Developed by Brady Group, it was a very good size one-bedroom apartment on level 1506 was the apartment number, and it sold for $308,000. I'm sure it was a great little investment for somebody, or a welcoming space for a first home buyer. And towards the top end of the market, there was a sale at 100 Lorimer Street there in Docklands. I'm sure it's going to be fighting the DFO crowds there during that particular time. It was sold in the month of December for $1.85 million. As you can see, this 3-bedroom luxury apartment designed by the Mirvac Group offered great outdoor living, functional areas as you can see, and more importantly, those all-important water views. Certainly plenty of activity at the moment with the great weather that's been happening in the month of January. We're seeing plenty of activity at our open for inspections. We're actually seeing so many, now we're doing Saturday and Sunday inspections, so if you want to come down and say hi. There's some very exciting news from Ray White headquarters. There's been a new marketing initiative called Raise More Hands. There's one of the only groups really that has the national presence that Ray White does, and why don't we take advantage of that? So what the White family's done with the backing of our marketing team is we're going to be, for 2 weeks, we're going to be putting as many auctions as we can nationally in 7 states, and what's going to happen is there's going to be 7 newspapers that are going to feature a Ray White pullout showing all the auctions that are on offer and all the types of fantastic residential homes and apartments on offer throughout Australia. It's certainly going to generate a lot of hype, a lot of activity, and I'm sure it's going to get a lot of sales. If you'd like to discuss more, certainly welcome a call or email anytime. So I'm sure everyone's got their New Year's resolutions planned and the goals that they want to hit this particular year, and hopefully you've hit most of them last year. Look, if you are looking to doing anything in real estate in 2016, certainly take advantage of the autumn market. That's certainly going to be carrying forward that momentum from 2015. Certainly look forward to hearing from you this year.